We often hear the word narcissist thrown around, but what does it truly mean? At its core, narcissism is a personality disorder marked by an inflated sense of self-importance and a lack of empathy for others. These traits can have a profound and often destructive impact on relationships, eroding trust and fueling conflict. By understanding the dynamics of narcissism, we can learn to recognize the red flags and protect ourselves from its damaging effects. Picture this. You're stuck in a meeting, and your boss spends the entire time talking about their accomplishments, downplaying others' contributions, and deflecting any form of criticism. This scenario is all too common in workplaces dominated by narcissistic leaders. This is a glimpse into the world of narcissistic leadership. These leaders often exude confidence and charm, making it difficult to initially recognize their detrimental impact. Narcissistic leaders thrive on control and admiration, often micromanaging their teams and stifling creativity. They believe their way is the only way, leaving little room for innovation or independent thought. Their need for constant validation can create a toxic work environment where employees feel unheard and undervalued. This atmosphere can lead to high turnover rates and decreased job satisfaction. This leadership style doesn't just impact morale, it directly affects decision-making, often prioritizing their own interests above the well-being of the team. Important decisions are made unilaterally, without considering the valuable input of team members. Setting boundaries and seeking support from trusted colleagues are crucial for navigating this challenging dynamic. Building a network of allies can help mitigate the negative effects of narcissistic leadership, fostering a more supportive and collaborative work environment. Additionally, organizations can benefit from promoting a culture of open communication and mutual respect, ensuring that all voices are heard and valued. This can counterbalance the influence of narcissistic leaders and create a healthier, more productive workplace for everyone involved. We've all been part of teams where collaboration is key, but when narcissism enters the equation, it throws a wrench into teamwork. Narcissistic individuals often struggle to function effectively within a team, creating constant friction and undermining the group's ability to work together. This behavior breeds resentment and stifles creativity, hindering the team's progress. Addressing narcissistic behavior within a team requires open communication and establishing clear expectations. Conflict is a natural part of any relationship, but with a narcissist, it can feel like navigating a minefield. Narcissists often approach conflict from a place of defensiveness and aggression, making resolution feel near impossible. Their inability to acknowledge their own flaws or take responsibility creates a dynamic where the focus constantly shifts to blaming others. Navigating conflict with a narcissist requires setting firm boundaries and recognizing that you can't change their behavior. You can only control your own reactions and prioritize your own well-being. Friendships are meant to be a source of joy and genuine connection. But with a narcissist, the dynamics often revolve around their need for attention and validation. Narcissists might constantly boast about their accomplishments or dominate conversations, leaving you feeling more like an audience member than a true confidant. These interactions can leave you feeling unseen and emotionally drained. True friendships are built on reciprocity, empathy, and genuine care, qualities often lacking in relationships with narcissists. Friendships thrive on a delicate balance of give and take. But in relationships with narcissists, this balance is often skewed, leaving you feeling emotionally exhausted from constantly giving without receiving genuine support in return. Narcissists often struggle with empathy and have difficulty recognizing or responding to the needs of others. This lack of reciprocity can be incredibly isolating and emotionally draining. You deserve to be in relationships where your needs are valued and reciprocated. When we think of manipulation, we often picture grand gestures or overt acts of deception. But with narcissists, manipulation is often subtle and insidious, designed to maintain control and keep you emotionally invested. Narcissists are masters of using guilt, obligation, and fear to get what they want. Recognizing these manipulation tactics is crucial for protecting yourself from further emotional harm. You have the right to set boundaries and walk away from relationships that are detrimental to your well-being. Our childhoods play a pivotal role in shaping who we become. But for those who grew up with narcissistic parents, childhood is often experienced as a time of emotional turmoil and unmet needs. Narcissistic parents often view their children as extensions of themselves, existing to fulfill their needs for admiration and validation. This constant pressure to perform can leave lasting scars on a child's sense of self-worth. Healing from the wounds of narcissistic parenting is a journey, and seeking therapy is a crucial step. The bonds between siblings are often a tapestry woven from shared history and unwavering support. However, when narcissism enters the equation, these bonds can become frayed, replaced by competition and jealousy. Growing up with a narcissistic sibling can be incredibly challenging, creating an environment of rivalry and resentment. Navigating these complex dynamics requires setting boundaries and establishing your own identity outside of the family dynamic. Recognize that you cannot control your sibling's behavior, only your own reactions to it. Marriage often evokes images of shared dreams, mutual respect, and unwavering support. It's a partnership where both individuals lift each other up and work towards common goals. But when you're married to a narcissist, this vision becomes distorted, replaced by a constant emotional roller coaster of love bombing, devaluation, and manipulation. The highs can be intoxicating, but the lows are devastating. Living with a narcissistic spouse can be incredibly isolating and emotionally draining. You may feel like you're losing yourself in the process, constantly questioning your worth and sanity. You might find yourself constantly walking on eggshells, afraid to express your needs or opinions. The fear of triggering their anger or disappointment can be paralyzing, leaving you in a state of perpetual anxiety. Remember, you deserve to be in a relationship where you are respected and valued. Your feelings and thoughts matter, and you have the right to be heard and appreciated. Seeking therapy and recognizing your own needs and boundaries are crucial steps in navigating this challenging dynamic. Professional help can provide you with the tools to reclaim your sense of self and establish healthy boundaries. Additionally, connecting with support groups can offer a sense of community and understanding, reminding you that you are not alone in this journey. Imagine this. You meet someone who seems absolutely smitten with you. They seem to hang on your every word, making you feel like the most important person in the world. They shower you with compliments and grand gestures of affection. Lavish gifts, constant messages, and undivided attention become the norm. This is the deceptive allure of love bombing, a tactic often employed by narcissists to quickly create an intense bond and gain control. It's a calculated move to make you dependent on their validation. During the love bombing phase, you might feel like you've met your soulmate, someone who truly understands and cherishes you. But beware, this whirlwind romance is often too good to be true. The intensity can be overwhelming, and it's easy to overlook red flags. Recognizing the signs of love bombing is crucial for protecting yourself from falling prey to this manipulative tactic. Healthy relationships develop gradually over time, based on mutual trust and genuine connection. They are built on a foundation of respect, understanding, and shared experiences, not on a flood of superficial gestures. Take the time to reflect on the pace of your relationship. If it feels rushed or too intense, it might be worth stepping back and evaluating the true intentions behind the affection. Setting boundaries and communicating openly can help you navigate the complexities of new relationships and ensure they are built on solid ground. Relationships with narcissists often follow a predictable and incredibly painful cycle. Idealization, devaluation, and discard. During the idealization phase, you are placed on a pedestal, showered with praise and attention. But as the relationship progresses, the narcissist's true colors begin to surface, chipping away at your self-esteem. This cycle is a manipulative tactic to maintain control and keep you emotionally invested. Recognizing this cycle is crucial for breaking free and protecting your emotional well-being. At the heart of any meaningful relationship lies the capacity for empathy. But for narcissists, empathy is a foreign concept, making genuine emotional intimacy an elusive pursuit. Narcissists often lack the emotional depth to truly connect with others on a deeper level. This inability to empathize creates an emotional chasm in the relationship, leaving you feeling unseen and incredibly alone. Remember, you cannot force someone to feel empathy, nor can you change their emotional wiring. As we've explored the complexities of narcissism and its impact on relationships, one thing becomes clear: these relationships can be incredibly damaging. But there is hope. By understanding the dynamics of narcissism and prioritizing our own well-being, we can break free from these toxic patterns. Seeking therapy can provide invaluable support and guidance as you navigate the healing process. You are worthy of love, respect, and genuine connection.